Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to talk about something that most people spend their entire lives searching for, something that no amount of money can buy, something that no title, no achievement, and no relationship can fully give you. We are talking about inner peace, real, deep, lasting inner peace, not just a calm afternoon, not just a good day, but a stable, unshakable peace that stays with you even when life gets difficult, even when things fall apart, even when people disappoint you, even when the world feels loud and heavy and confusing. And here is the truth that most people never hear. Inner peace is not something that happens to you. It is something you build. It is something you choose. It is something you protect every single day. And most people never build it because they are waiting. They are waiting for the right job. They are waiting for the right relationship. They are waiting for problems to disappear. They are waiting for life to become easier. But life does not become easier. Life becomes whatever it is. And it is your inner world that determines how you experience everything. So today, you are going to learn the 6 laws of inner peace. These are not just nice ideas. These are real, powerful principles that can change the way you live, the way you feel, and the way you handle the world around you. And if you stay with me until the end, you're also going to improve your English, because every word you're hearing right now, every sentence, every powerful idea is training your mind and your language at the same time. So stay focused. This is important. Law 1. Accept what you cannot change. This is the first law of inner peace, and it is also the law that most people resist the most. Because from the very beginning, we are taught to fight, to fix, to solve, to push, and there is nothing wrong with that. Hard work matters, effort matters. But there is a very important line that most people never learn to see, the line between what you can change and what you cannot. Listen carefully. Some things in life are in your control. Your effort, your attitude, your choices, your response to situations. These things belong to you. You can shape them. You can improve them. You can work on them every single day. But other things are not in your control. The past, what other people think, how others behave, the timing of life, unexpected events. And when you spend your energy trying to control the uncontrollable, you do not just fail, you exhaust yourself. You create anxiety. You create suffering, not because life is punishing you, but because you are fighting something that was never yours to fight. Now understand this deeply. Acceptance is not weakness. Acceptance is not giving up. Acceptance is wisdom. It is the mature understanding that not everything can or should be changed, and that holding on to what cannot be changed does not protect you, it only hurts you more. Let me explain this in a simple way. Imagine you are holding a hot stone. It is burning your hand. The pain is real, but you keep holding it because you believe that if you hold it long enough, it will stop being hot. It will not. The stone is the stone. The only way to stop the pain is to put it down. Acceptance is putting it down. Now, this applies to so many areas of life. Someone hurt you in the past. You cannot change what happened. You can only decide how long you carry it. Someone did not choose you. You cannot force them to. You can only decide whether you allow that to define your worth. Life did not go the way you planned. You cannot go back. You can only decide what you build from here. And when you truly accept what you cannot change, something powerful happens inside you. The fight stops. The resistance stops. The constant noise in your head begins to quiet down. And in that quiet, peace enters. Not because your problems disappeared, but because you stopped fighting reality. And that is where inner peace begins, in full, honest, courageous acceptance. So from today, ask yourself this question with everything that disturbs your mind. Can I change this? If yes, act. If no, accept. And then let it go. This one habit alone can transform your emotional life completely. Law 2. Stop living in other people's minds. Now understand this deeply. One of the biggest thieves of inner peace is something that happens not in the world outside, but in your own imagination. It is the constant wondering, what do they think of me? Did I say something wrong? Do they like me? Are they judging me? And this is one of the heaviest burdens a human being can carry. Because when you live inside other people's minds, you never feel free. You speak carefully, not to express yourself, but to be approved. You dress a certain way not because you feel good, but because of what others might think. You make decisions based on how they will look to others, not on what is truly right for you. And slowly, quietly, you lose yourself. You lose your voice. You lose your direction. You lose your peace. Let me tell you one more powerful truth. You cannot control what people think about you, not even the people who love you, because thinking is personal. It is private. It is shaped by their own experiences, their own fears, their own insecurities. What they think of you is about them. It is not about you. Now, understand what this means. You could be the most kind, genuine, hard-working person in the room, and someone will still misunderstand you. Someone will still judge you. Someone will still talk behind your back. And none of that reflects who you are. It reflects who they are. And when you truly understand this, you stop giving so much power to other people's opinions. Let me explain this in a simple way. If 10 people look at the same sunset, they will each see it differently. Some will feel happy, some will feel sad, some will not even notice it. Does that change the sunset? No, the sunset is what it is, and you are who you are. Other people's perceptions do not change your value. So from today, come back to yourself. Focus on what you know to be true about yourself. Focus on your effort, your kindness, your growth, not on the opinions of people who may not even understand you. Because inner peace is impossible when you live your life as a performance for others. It becomes possible only when you decide to live it for yourself. And while you are following this channel and practicing English through these powerful ideas, remember this. Every time you speak English and someone judges your accent or your mistakes, that says nothing about your intelligence or your effort. It only says something about their patience. Keep going, keep speaking, keep growing. Law 3. Release the need to be right. This is one of the most misunderstood laws of inner peace, because most people believe that being right is important, that proving your point matters, that winning an argument is a form of strength. But now, listen carefully. Every time you choose being right over being at peace, you lose something much more valuable than you gain. Think about this honestly. How many arguments have you had in your life where even after you won, you still felt empty? How many times have you proven your point but broken a relationship in the process? How many times have you held on to your position so tightly that you forgot what you were actually fighting for? This is what the need to be right costs you: your peace, your relationships, your energy, your focus. Now understand this deeply. Needing to be right is not about truth, it is about ego. It is the part of you that feels threatened when someone disagrees, the part of you that believes your value depends on not being wrong. But your value does not come from winning arguments. Your value is not something that can be taken away by a disagreement. A mature person knows this. They can hold their belief clearly and still allow someone else to hold theirs. They can walk away from an argument without feeling defeated. They can say, I understand your view, even if I do not share it. And they can do this not because they are weak, but because they are free. Because they understand that their peace is more important than their position. Now, let me tell you one more powerful truth. Most arguments are not really about the topic of the argument. They are about feeling heard, about feeling valued, about feeling respected. And when you stop needing to win, you actually create space for real communication, real understanding, real connection. Because the other person no longer feels attacked, they feel heard. And when people feel heard, walls come down. So, from today, try this. In moments of conflict, ask yourself one powerful question. Do I want to be right, or do I want to have peace? And very often you will find that the peace was worth far more than the point you were trying to prove. Choose peace, not because the truth does not matter, but because your mental well-being matters more than any argument. Law 4. Protect your energy like it is your most valuable resource. Now understand this, because it truly is. Your energy is your life. Your mental energy, your emotional energy, your physical energy. Everything you experience, everything you create, everything you feel, all of it depends on how much energy you have and where you are directing it. And most people leak their energy constantly without even noticing. Let me explain this in a simple way. Every person you spend time with either adds to your energy or takes from it. Every situation you engage with either focuses your energy or scatters it. Every thought you repeat in your mind either builds you or drains you. And when you do not protect your energy, you become empty, you become reactive, you become anxious, you become exhausted, not from doing too much, but from investing in the wrong places. Now listen carefully. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it is responsible. Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give your best to the people you love if you are completely drained. You cannot grow if your mental energy is spent on drama, on resentment, on worrying about things that cannot be changed. So what does protecting your energy look like in real life? It means learning to say no, not harshly, not rudely, but clearly and without guilt. Because every yes to something that drains you is a no to something that builds you. It means walking away from conversations that go nowhere. It means reducing time with people who constantly pull you into negativity. It means turning off the noise when the noise is too loud. It means resting without guilt. It means choosing environments that feed your mind rather than disturb it. Now let me tell you one more powerful truth. The people who seem most calm, most focused, most grounded are not people with fewer problems. They are people who have learned to protect their inner world fiercely. They have built walls not to keep love out, but to keep chaos out. And inside those walls, they have created something quiet and strong. So from today, become very conscious of where your energy goes. Ask yourself after every conversation, after every activity, after every choice, did this add to me or take from me? And slowly, deliberately, redirect your energy toward what builds you. Because when your energy is protected and directed well, everything else in your life improves. Your thinking becomes clearer, your emotions become calmer, and your peace becomes real. Law 5. Be fully present in this moment. This is one of the most powerful laws of inner peace, and also one of the most difficult to practice, because the human mind has a habit, a very powerful habit. It loves to travel. It travels to the past. It replays old mistakes, old embarrassments, old pain, old regrets. It asks, why did I do that? Why did that happen? How could I have been so stupid? And then it travels to the future. It worries about tomorrow, about next month, about next year. It asks, what if this goes wrong? What if that does not happen? What if everything falls apart? And while the mind is busy traveling, life is happening right now. This moment, this breath, this conversation, this opportunity. And most people miss it completely because they are mentally somewhere else. Now understand this deeply. Anxiety lives in the future. Regret lives in the past. But peace, real peace, only lives in the present, in this moment, right here, right now. This is the only place where you actually have any power. You cannot change what already happened. You cannot control what has not happened yet. The only place where you can act, think, breathe, and be is now. Let me explain this in a simple way. Imagine you are eating a meal you worked hard for, a meal that is delicious and warm and yours. But while you are eating, your mind is in yesterday's argument and tomorrow's deadline. You swallow without tasting, you sit without being there, and later you feel like you missed something, because you did. You missed the meal, you missed the moment, you missed your own life. This is what it means to not be present, and most people live their entire lives this way, always somewhere else, always somewhere in between, never quite here. Now let me tell you how presence creates peace. When you are fully in this moment, your mind has nothing to fear, because right now, in this exact second, you are breathing, you are okay. Whatever challenges exist, right now you are still here, and from here you can handle one moment at a time. That is manageable. That is peaceful. So practice presence. Not perfectly, not all the time, but more and more. When you are walking, feel your steps. When you are eating, taste your food. When someone is speaking to you, actually listen. When you are learning English right now, be here. Hear each word. Feel each idea. Let it land. Because this moment of listening is also a moment of growing, and it is happening right now. The more you come back to now, the more your mind slows down, the more your anxiety shrinks, and the more you discover that this moment, just as it is enough. Law 6. Forgive, not for them, for yourself. This is the deepest law of inner peace, and it is also the one that people resist the most, because forgiveness feels dangerous. It feels like letting someone off the hook. It feels like saying what they did was okay. It feels like weakness. But now listen to me carefully, because this is one of the most important truths you will ever hear. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. When someone hurts you and you hold on to that pain, who suffers? You do. Every day. Every time you remember, every time you replay what happened, every time you feel that bitterness rise in your chest. The other person may have moved on completely. They may not even think about it, but you are still there, still carrying the weight, still being hurt by something that already happened. Now understand this deeply. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to feel it. The resentment you carry does not touch them. It only lives inside you. It takes up space. It creates tension. It blocks peace. It makes it impossible for you to be fully present in your own life, because part of you is always back in that moment of pain. Let me explain this in a simple way. Imagine you are carrying a very heavy bag. Inside the bag is every person who ever hurt you, every disappointment, every betrayal, every unkind word. You carry this bag everywhere, to work, to relationships, to quiet evenings, and you wonder why you feel so heavy all the time. Forgiveness is not saying what they put in the bag was okay. Forgiveness is putting the bag down and choosing to walk forward without it. Now let me tell you one more powerful truth. Forgiving does not mean forgetting. It does not mean you must trust that person again. It does not mean you open the door to more hurt. You can forgive and still maintain your distance. You can forgive and still protect yourself. You can forgive and still have boundaries. What forgiveness means is simply this: I release this. I will not let this control my peace anymore. I choose myself. And when you make that choice, something remarkable happens inside you. You feel lighter, not immediately, not all at once, but slowly, genuinely lighter, because the weight is no longer yours to carry, And the peace that enters that space is unlike anything you can manufacture through distraction or entertainment or success. It is a real, quiet, earned peace. So think today about what you are still carrying. Think about who or what you have not yet forgiven, and ask yourself honestly, is holding this serving me? Is carrying this protecting me? Or is it simply hurting me? And if it is hurting you, give yourself the gift of releasing it, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. So now you know the 6 laws of inner peace. Let us remember them together. Accept what you cannot change. Stop living in other people's minds. Release the need to be right. Protect your energy like it is your most valuable resource. Be fully present in this moment. And forgive. Not for them, for yourself. These are not just ideas to listen to once and forget. These are principles to live by every single day, in small moments and big ones, in quiet mornings and difficult evenings. Because inner peace is not a destination you arrive at. It is a direction you keep choosing. And here is what I want you to notice. You just listened to this entire script in English. Every sentence, every idea, every powerful word. And without even trying, you were training your mind in the English language. You were hearing vocabulary in context. You were following complex ideas in real spoken English. You were improving your ability to understand, to follow, to absorb. And that is how real language learning works. Not through memorizing lists, but through engaging with powerful, meaningful content. So if you want to grow in both life and English at the same time, you are already in the right place. This is exactly what we do here at Yossr English. We believe that the best way to improve your English is to learn it through ideas that actually matter. Ideas that change how you think, how you feel, and how you live. If this video spoke to something in you, share it with someone who needs it. Leave a comment below telling me which of the 6 laws you need to practice most right now. I read every single one. And please subscribe to Yossr English and turn on the bell so you never miss a new lesson, because every video we create is a step forward in your English, in your mindset, in your life. This is Yossr English, and we will see you in the next one.